Okay.
Put your mic where your mouth is.
Put
Put your mic where your mouth is.
your mouth where your mic is.
And welcome to Certifiably Feral.
Yikes. I have an idea.
Okay.
We need to have a meditative breath.
Okay. Meditative
Because
breath.
we do everything
We do.
grounding in with a meditative breath. This does not have to be on the show, but
No.
I
Okay.
mean, it probably should be. Somebody else needs a meditative breath too.
Breast.
Meditative breath.
I feel like you're a little further out than I'd like you in the film, in the picture.
Don't shrink yourself, girl.
Don't. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, ground into Mama Earth. Hello, and welcome to our first ever episode of Certifiably Feral.
Coming at ya. I'm Keli Budinich.
And I'm Amanda Barron. So excited to be here with you guys. And also a wee bit nervous.
Are you?
No.
Me either.
I just felt like I should say that.
I'm not nervous at all.
I'm not either. That is what this is about. This podcast is just showing up, and we get to show up however we need to be.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I'm really going to try to focus on not being a show of outtakes today.
Oh, exactly.
Because everything that we've done to this point has been intentionally for outtakes.
Right.
And I
works.
forgot we're not doing that anymore.
No, we're not doing that. So we're figuring this out. We're ironing out kinks. I'm feeling right now like I want body language to turn towards you. How does this feel to you? Yeah? I think it's good because this is a conversation between you and I. And you guys are here too, but let's be real. This is a conversation.
This is for us.
Yeah, this is for us right
You
now.
can eavesdrop, and this is for us.
You can. And there will be times when it gets to be all for you. But right now,
Yeah.
this gets to be for us.
Oh.
I like it.
I have to start by saying I have seen, well, I'm a social media. I spend too much time on my social media
Don't we all?
sometimes. I go in stages. Lately, I've been on one. And there's this meme that keeps, or like this video or trend, I don't even know what it is, but it keeps crossing my path where it's two girlfriends. And, excuse me, there's like the caption or whatever is like, when the whole world thinks we're lesbians, and then we go home to our husbands. And I'm like, that's our vibe.
I mean, it's
Out in public, in this studio, wherever we are, is,
Right.
Are they together? It's for us
But-
to know, and you not to. I'm just kidding.
We're very happily married. But we probably spend more time talking to each other than we do our husbands. Not gonna lie.
Probably.
I mean, but they're great.
Yeah, and supportive
Yeah,
of
very
our
supportive.
emotional affair we're having without
My
them.
husband. And supportive of this.
Yes.
Really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Josh got so excited that he was like, when are you going to call Brene Brown?
Brene, where are you?
We're ready for you.
There's a huge riff here, which is boundaries are freaking important.
JK.
Not really.
Not really. We're actually not ready for
We're
you.
fine, Brene.
We're good. So we wanted to kick this off by just telling you guys a little bit about how Certifiably Feral became a thing.
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
This is my recollection of events. So you and I have been friends for about, I don't know, somewhere between a year and a half and
2 years.
2 years
Yeah.
at this point. Time isn't real. Like, we met and our souls met, and it was like, oh, hi, I remember you.
Yeah.
For sure. And we started joking about doing a podcast pretty early on. And then, are we just diving in here? Am I jumping too far ahead?
Jump right in.
Then this last year in the spring, we did a retreat together. We hosted a retreat together of 10 of the most beautiful, incredible women. It was just so fun and so cool.
Who inspired us even more to do this?
They did. They absolutely, like by the end of the retreat, they were like, oh my God, you guys need a podcast. And we were like, we know. We've been talking about this for forever.
And I think what really, like, we've both done podcasts before in the past. So we had some history with that. But I think what I was really drawn to, and I think what other people at the retreat said, was that we bring a balance of depth, being open to moving into the hard stuff, the deep stuff, the spirituality, but also lightness and fun. And I think that is what Certifiably Feral is all about.
Yes. Yes. Anybody who's ever been like to anything I've hosted, a workshop or whatever, part of my introduction to myself is I spent 20 years being the most perfect, domesticated woman in the world, or trying to. That was my identity. And then some things happen, and inside of me, it was like Breaking Bad to the feral side of me.
Little Walter White.
Yes. I don't live in an RV currently, but if inspired, I could. Possibly. By myself with none of my family. Anyway, what was I talking about?
You were talking about how you were domesticated
and broke bad into my feral self. And this is something I say about myself all the time is like the change, the birthing of this feral part of me, the release of her from her cage. And that is something that when we started talking about what we wanted to bring to the table for a podcast, it was creating a space where we can talk about how our exploration of ourself and how we have become this version of ourself right now. Who knows who will be tomorrow or next week, but we want to inspire other people to do the same thing. And that was part of by sharing our stories, just by showing up, being real, being who we are, talking about real life stuff, and letting that be permission slip for whoever we're in contact with to do the same for them. So that's my version of the story of how this came to be, is this person with all of her whimsy and wonderful helping to bring me out of my shell and reminding me that I get to be fully out loud every version of myself in my permission slip, in my reminder of my permission slip, in our friendship, in our relationship, in who we are, how we show up in the world together and as individuals. And I think I can't think of a better gift than to share that with everybody I possibly can.
Right. I think it's exciting, and I love your version of the story because it's my version too, but obviously every version's a little different. I remember I met you in my workshop that I was teaching at Anamkara, my anger alchemy workshop, right? And I was just drawn to you, and you had a moment, as so many people in that workshop did. We were processing and working through a lot of things, and anger's not one that most people are comfortable with. And I just was drawn to hold your feet, and you had me at your feet, you know, and that was it. That was what it was. And it's funny because normally there's a trajectory of like a friendship, and I just feel like that was when I met you, and then I don't remember anything hardly else after that. Obviously things that we've done together and whatnot, but I think it's really special to the women that you meet in your midlife, which is where we're both at.
Yes.
Do we mind revealing our ages?
No, I'm 49.
And I'm 44. I'll be turning 45 in May, so coming up. But I think obviously all of our friends are special at different seasons and times in our lives, but the people that you meet at the version of you now who don't know, like this is what they know, like you, that's the version of me that you know. And I think that's really special. And being loved for who you are in the moment. And I think that's something that you brought to me. And you were, the other thing is we're at this really cool place in our lives where we're both in a very similar spot. Our kids are the exact same age.
Yes.
We were pregnant with both of them at the same time, even though we didn't know each other. And we have this freedom with our families, and also are in a very same career trajectory where we're both self-employed and can be as busy as we want in a lot of ways. And it felt really nice just to have someone who's like game.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And open and ready. And I feel like when I met you, you just said yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
which as you're saying that surprises me because I'm not typically a all-out yes person, especially in relationships and especially during that time of my life.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a wild thing for me to realize right now is like, you were a yes for me. And because, like, welcome to witnessing our love story right now. Because you were safe immediately.
Yeah. And
when I say, like, this is the gift that I want to bring to the world, it's literally the gift of that, of even though we're not going to be everybody's best friend that listens, the energy that you bring to the table is creating safety for people to meet themselves. And that's what I want to share with every woman that listens or every person that listens.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And that's a rare thing, right?
Yes.
That's a rare thing. And I think it's been such a powerful thing that I know that I've been asking for a long time in my life. And I have other friends that are amazing that bring that too. But those relationships took years to forge. Yeah. And they're also very different, right? And that's beautiful too. But this is so cool in that, again, it's not there. It's kismet, you know. And that's the beauty of this. And I think when we started talking about really seriously doing this podcast was at the retreat, and then after the retreat on the way home, when we were eating candy in the car. Do you remember what kind of candy we had?
I know that you had gummy snakes.
Right, and then I found out they had gluten in them.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to have the gluten, but you still have gummy snakes in your candy bowl sometimes. Anyway.
I do.
And I had probably Good and Plenty's because those are my road trip snack. Yeah.
And I think we had some French fries.
McDonald's French fries and iced teas, which we have today to celebrate.
We're recording in a special studio where this...
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Do you want yours? Hold on. I feel like you can't not have... Here, I'll hold it for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, funny story, as we tell you guys our love story, Kelly and I have been sending each other memes of Cynthia and Ariana for a while.
You know, the wicked Cynthia and Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
And they're so cringy.
Their friendship.
So cute, but
it's a lot. It's a different dynamic.
It's a lot.
And so I don't have the nails, nor does Kelly, but we laughed one time. She sent me one of these, and I think I'm sitting on the toilet, not gonna lie, that's where I do my best work. And I'm seeing this meme where they're just like, you know, and she's like, it's totally us. I was like, oh shit, it is.
Come here, let me tend to your little pet.
Fluff me, please. Do you need is my necklace? Does it need fixed?
It's okay.
We're good. But
people who aren't watching and are listening are like, what the hell is going on there?
But it's also like, there's some cringe to it, but it's also normalizing female friendships and how special those are. And we do, all of us do that as women. We have these relationships that are so, so amazing. And I think we don't celebrate that enough.
Right. And we also have a lack of those in the world.
Absolutely.
They're, you know, when I first really started having a connection, a community of women that I was trying to cultivate relationships with, who, funny enough, at the time I called my coven, which was far before I ever started, like, in my woo-woo witchy self. Like, that was my tiptoe into, like, what would it be like to be spiritual? And I called these women my coven, and I always felt guilty. Like, and this was at my other podcast when this first kind of started becoming a thing in my life, and I was talking on that podcast about having this coven, and I always prefaced it with, I know that not everybody has this. And I felt guilty for the community that I was building because I know and talking about it and making other people feel left out, or like, I have this great community of friends and you don't, and you're alone in the world. Like, I always was so very careful about this. And still am mindful that not everybody has, up until this point, access to a community, to a best friend, to a, you know, a support system the way that we really are are building for ourselves. And I spent years without that. And I think that's why I was so sensitive to not wanting to rub it in other people's faces. And now, even though most of those people that was kind of my training wheels version of having a circle of support, many of them aren't in my life anymore. And that's okay. Like, you know, we have seasons with people in our lives, and then, you know, life changes, and that just, you know, whatever, it changes. Right. But it took building that. It is not something that just falls in your lap. And so now I don't feel the guilt behind talking about a community that I've built, or a certain friendships or relationships that I've built, that I'm like, oh, I don't want you to feel left out. I don't want you to feel left out. Right. But also, it didn't just happen. It took work and cultivating and building trust and having hard conversations and letting somebody in to hold me or to hold space for me. So we can spend a whole episode on this, and I have no idea why I'm talking about it, except to know that this is an unapologetic, close, wonderful friendship that is now on display, and you know, where we talk about everything. But it's also like the community that we have and what we've built, each of us separately and together, has been through conscious building, and that is accessible for everyone.
It is. And I hope that this podcast helps support that. Yes. And also, you know, the more we embrace our own feral wildness, and how we embrace our own self and show up and self-devotion, and really discover what we want and what we need in our own work. And that's whether that is through, you know, the subjects that we're going to talk about, or, you know, being funny and showing up and asking each other silly questions, or having guests that we're going to feature on our podcast down the road. You know, being able to find your people and what you're interested in and like share that, I think that's so important. So that's the, you know, part of the intention here is like building a community of certifiably feral people who want to show up. And again, we're two women, and obviously we are talking to women for the most part, but I mean, I want to invite men to listen too.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I think it's not just women or women identifying people. It is feminine energy. Yes. Right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I love that you said that. And I mean, who doesn't want, what man in his right mind wouldn't want an opportunity to have a peek into the female psyche?
Absolutely.
Like, if that is the only reason you're listening, great, because the women in your life, or the female feminine energy in your life, is going to be very grateful that you are getting a peek into our wild minds.
When you said that, it made me think of, so my daughter's 20 and she has a boyfriend. And when you said a peek into women's lives, she's been watching The Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
Oh, goodness.
And he's such a sport, and he like stays there on the couch and watches it with her, and you can tell, like, I'll watch him kind of like ask questions like, okay, why did they say that, or you know, or he's like, who is she again? And it's so funny because I think there's something to that. There's an intrigue that's built there. And I will tell you, and I know he has no problems with me saying this, Love is Blind, my husband and I used to watch that.
Yeah.
And it was like me kind of leading that at first. I don't watch it at all now. It drives me crazy. I can't stand that show. Yeah. It's so predictable. Nobody lasts. Like, the original season was the best. But Josh is watching it, and he's like, oh, and it's so funny because then I'm the one. I'm like, so who is she with? And
yeah, like peeking in, like coming in from the other room. What's going on?
Right.
What's happening?
We've switched roles.
Yeah. Though our men, my husband, Jim is his name. He's by far the more like wants to watch the, you know, chick flicks or whatever, and is way more into.
I love it.
Than most. You know, he's very comfortable with that part of himself. He also listens to, I call them, so my husband drives hours a day for work. He's constantly in his car. He covers 3-4 states for his work territory. So he's always listening to podcasts or like audiobooks or whatever. And I call him his lady porn books because he loves
like Twilight.
No, well, I'm sure he would, but it's like, the female FBI mysteries or whatever.
In a small town.
Yes. It's like Hallmark movies, a little spicy sometimes on an audiobook. Anyway, I hear him pull up at night and he's listening to an audiobook that's his lady porn. And I'm like, you were out there a while. Why?
He's having a driveway moment.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, listening to his ladies.
I love it.
Anyway.
I love it.
So we have men who are comfortable with their feminine side. That's my point.
Listen, please, men, listen. Like this isn't just for women. This isn't just for one type of person. It's for everybody. And I mean, that's kind of what I would like to appeal to, because I think it's about being human.
Yeah. Let's talk about Certifiably Feral.
Yeah.
The name. You go.
So we did. Feral was already like a big part of what we were
Yes.
looking at. In fact, Kelly.
Oh, I
Where did you
stripped
put
that.
it? So
I
Kelly,
got hot and sweaty.
I gifted this to Kelly for her birthday after our retreat. Feral. Can you see it? You can see it. It's just, for those of you that aren't listening, it says feral. That was your boobs.
I liked it.
It's a sweatshirt that says feral. And
It's so good.
it took a really long time to get off Etsy, but it was worth the wait.
It was.
But we had already talked about like that being a part of our retreat that we did, which was all about coming into your own self and acting in self-devotion and, the sacred space within. That was what it was called. And we had a special day that was called Feral Friday. We had stickers made. We had activities planned. The whole day was all about shedding the layers that have confined you. And I think one of the things that I really think of with Feral, when you and I were brainstorming about this retreat for months, was I was remembering being a little girl and growing up in north central Idaho and like playing outside and swimming naked in the river. And I grew up on the Clearwater River, and it was just kind of a tiny little town, nothing to do. Definitely did not grow up having a mall or anything like that. But it was so magical in that I got to be wild and feral. And growing up in the 80s, it was like you go out and you play all day, and then when your mom yells for you, you come home. And I remember my brother and I used to have contests about who could get the most scrapes and bumps and bruises, like on the first sunny day after a long winter, and jumping our bikes on the hill and playing fairies in the trees. And it just, there was nothing that held us back, And for me, that was what I tap into with feral is this. I'm not holding back. I don't care if there's moss in my hair. Mm-hmm. I don't need to be put together perfectly, which was something, that you talked about being domesticated and these roles that you took on, and, you were there for so long and then you stepped out of it. That's how it was for me too. I mean, all these things that we've been told as women that we should be and do and act like, I grew up in a very southern household. My parents are from Texas, but they moved to Idaho in the 70s and had us there, and me and my brothers. And I was definitely told by my mom what a lady should act like. I remember she'd say, Amanda Lynn, she'd go, shut your legs, you're wearing a dress. And I'm like, oh. As I watch my brothers with their legs spread open in church, I don't know. I don't think, what's the problem? I mean, and I get it to a point, but also I miss the being this feral little girl in the wild and playing. To me, it's coming back to that and shedding everything that we needed to. So that was a big part of our retreat, and it was fun.
Yes. Yeah. And the reason that we keep coming back to the retreat, I think today, is because that is really where this was birthed, or at least like the start of it. And we learned so much through that experience of what, as women, especially right now, we need. And having these women come who were, all very high, over-functioning, carrying the weight of their careers, their families, wherever they're coming from, and really just holding the weight of the world on their shoulders. Right. And through that weekend, watching layer by layer, them letting go of things, of letting go of programming and who I should be and how I have to be and what I have to hold, and us also doing that in, you know, in our ways. And, you know, we had times of like hiking through the woods, and halfway through you and I took our bras off and we're like, this is what we're, you know, this is how we're going to do this physical representation of taking these layers off. And that, I think both of us tapped into feral during that time and tapped into helping other women discover their feral in that time. And I think walking away, we were like, we have to do we have to do this in every way possible. Like find ways to help ourselves and help other people connect with this part of themselves. And
it was messy too, right?
Oh,
like,
yes.
I remember being down on the river with the women after we took our bras off and hiked down to the river. And it was a lot of like throwing rocks into the river and screaming. And I mean, laying on the earth and getting dirty. And that was the intention.
Yeah. Like connecting with the earth, unburdening yourself and allowing the earth to hold it. Both of us are really, our spirituality is rooted in connection with the earth and with nature. And so that also is a sense of that feral connection, is allowing our innate animal nature sense to connect with the innate animal nature energy of the earth, and allowing ourselves to be held, allowing ourselves to release, to be feral. That is, it's the good stuff.
That just gives me chills. I haven't shared this with you yet. This is like, you guys are privy to, I share everything. Well, we share a lot. We probably share too much. So my son Jackson sent me this song. It's by a man named Finnegan Toohey. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called, I'm blanking what it's called. Here, I'm going to look it up because I got to get this right for you guys so you can listen to it as well. But what you just said reminded me of it. It is so powerful and so, one second, give me just a minute. Real time. Okay, it's called Old One, Finnegan Toohey. He's from New Zealand, but there's this lyric on the song when he's basically saying like, old one, show me your ways, because we've been so distracted by screens and everything. And basically everything that's kept us inside when we used to be out and we used to be doing that. And there's this line where he says, like, basically, show me the ones who hear the thunder and they run out in the rain. Ugh. Like they hear the thunder rolling and they choose to run out in the rain instead of stay inside and hunker down and run away from it. And that, to me, is that feral essence too, of being called back, like you said, to nature and called back to the wild. And whether that is going out in the woods for you or dancing like a wild person in your living room to music that brings you joy or fills you with this feeling that is very body and less brain. Yeah. I mean, anything can be feral, right? Yes. There's so many different ways to do this. So, yeah.
Okay. So the certifiably part of our feral, certifiably feral, you are a therapist.
I am.
And you have the right to certify.
So I'm a licensed mental health therapist, and I guess I do.
You can certify me as certify anything.
We're certifiably feral. Mm-hmm. So I think the certifiably was, we hear these like different words in the world, but it's like you're certifiably. That means you're the real deal, right? Yes. And we're all feral. We're all wild. We did forget at times. So many of us have forgotten. I know I have, and my practice has been to come back to that. Because again, I want to be as much that little wild, free girl who's running around with her shirt off in the woods with a BB gun or a paintball gun and crawling under electric fences. Because that's what I did growing up in Idaho with two brothers. And the certifiably part is the claiming it.
Yes.
So yes, I dub thee certifiably feral.
Yes, thank you. And I thee too.
Thank you. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't know how to do an accent that is like that. So I am not wearing my glasses today because it's
the lighting
creates
a glare.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable. So
You have no idea what your notes
I have no what I wrote down. Okay, so we want to talk a little bit about what this podcast looks like moving forward.
Yeah. What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's a good question. I mean, that's what am I doing in life in general? That's always the question.
Trying to be feral.
Yep.
That's the goal.
That's it. What does this podcast look like? It's a free for all. It's a lot of things, and when I say it's a free for all, in the best way, in a way that is unpredictable, and that just means whatever is going on with us, whatever is going on in the world, whatever is alive and true for us, this is a place for us to talk about it and maybe dive into some deeper meanings sometimes. Maybe sometimes just have fun.
A lot of bullshit.
We're good yappers. So good at yapping.
And there's some neurodivergence here. I want to call that out.
That's rude.
Let's...
No, it's not rude. I
am not
celebrate it.
diagnosing her.
You don't have to.
can't.
I have been diagnosed. It is.
I see
out
you want
there.
the certifiable feral
I want
thing,
the
but,
certifiably all the things.
we're all the things.
Yeah,
But-
we are neurodivergent in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and because of that, sometimes we might jump around. And we hope you'll be
Did
willing
a song come into your mind?
jump
just now?
around,
I
jump
knew it.
up,
I
jump
knew
up,
it.
and get down. And I hope that you'll follow us down our rabbit trails.
Yeah. It keeps it spicy and interesting and not boring.
And the thing is we always come back.
We really do.
We
It's
always
amazing. I don't know how.
And sometimes that comes in the form of like a text later on, but
Oh shit! Yeah.
we'll fill you in on that.
Yeah, we'll keep you. Oh, our camera is giving us signals.
Does that? Where did it?
I wonder if it records it.
I hope
do you think?
so.
Oh, sorry. See, ADHD.
Sorry.
Squirrel. So what does structure look like? We don't know what structure means.
That was a really good
so-
example of what structure looks like.
That's it.
So, all jokes aside, we are going to be, like you said, doing some yapping.
Yapping.
We're going to have some subjects that we talk about, obviously. And sometimes we'll have some guests on. In fact, we have a few people that already kind of want to be on our show.
I know.
It's exciting.
And we have the most interesting, magical, wild, wonderful, informative, brilliant, smart friends.
Oh my gosh. Amazing friends, an amazing community. And we want to really tap into their resources as well as the ones that we already have. And also yours too. So we're going to find ways to connect with you even more through social media and hear your thoughts and hear what you want to also talk about. And maybe you even want to be on eventually.
Yeah.
That could be something too.
I would love that.
And you might even get a certificate that says you're certifiably feral.
Yeah, we have 4 listeners, us and our husbands.
Right
That's
now.
what is confirmed right now.
Right now.
And we have already dreamt up merch.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Hats,
stickers,
hoodies,
sweatshirts,
Yep.
underwear.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Oh,
but not.
why not? Have you seen that lady online? And she has these underwear that she wears, and there's an owl on them, and she goes, just like an owl, out at night, my coochie comes out late at night, night owl, night owl. Have you seen that?
Obviously not.
Okay, it's real. That was not just me improving. She's brilliant. Maybe we'll find a way to tag her in this.
Well, yeah, because you've sung her whole song, so you better.
Oh, she's brilliant. You can buy her underwear online. So if she
the night owl underwear.
Yes.
Ooh, can we have feral raccoon?
Yes.
Okay.
With little paws.
Will you write them a song so that we can also
yes.
the jingle?
Yes.
Okay.
So at one point I wanted to be a jingle writer. And I remember jingles like nobody's
You
business.
remember everything like nobody's business.
I don't know. It's wild. It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's an example of what this podcast is about. We just kind of talked about what it's going to be about, and then we showed you what it's going to be about. What else is on that list?
What does it look like moving forward? Guests, who are we? Well,
Yeah.
we'll move into who we are in a second because
Okay.
I think we're planning on doing this every couple of weeks. So that's the plan. I love a 5-hour podcast.
Yeah.
You love a 27-minute podcast.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet at about an hour-ish.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be longer. Here's what I love about a 5-hour podcast. I can start on Monday. I can fold 27 loads of laundry, and by the next time they release another episode, I have just listened to it all, but I'm not left waiting for them to release more.
That.
So I'm not saying we need 5 hours, because we could yap for 5 hours, but somebody's going to get annoyed, and it's probably going to be everyone.
And I am a therapist, so not going to lie. Sometimes long podcasts are hard for me because I sit for anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a day listening to people talk. And I love my clients. I love supporting them. But that's a lot of listening. I think by the time I get done with my week or my day, I actually
don't want to hear any more words.
I don't want to hear words because it's like my brain has to process things and I'm just tired. So I know that there's some of you out there who still like podcasts, and also words are a lot. And that actually brings me to something. We were talking earlier about the really doing a podcast. This is something that Kelly and I have talked about. We're creating podcasts. Why are we creating a podcast?
Yes.
And what are we doing with it? And why are we creating a podcast right now?
Yes.
In this world? I was having some feelings, even a little, I don't know if it would call it guilt or I think it was feeling lack of direction, because I was like, the world's kind of a lot right now. I mean, not kind of, it is a lot. It is heavy and it is hard. And I was like, and we're creating this podcast that is designed to be light and playful and fun, but also deep and connected and spiritual. And we wanted to talk a little bit about this time and why we're doing this podcast right now. Do you want to shed a little more light on that?
Well, I'm going to start with a story. The first time I had a podcast, we literally released our first episodes as COVID was happening. It had been building up over time. And when it was time to okay, we're ready to release, it was literally when everybody went into lockdown. Ooh. And even then, at the time, I was like, what are we doing? This seems like we are not listening to, you're just not in touch with what's going on in the world. And it turned out to be a lifeline to us and to everyone who we were connecting with. And I think a lot of people felt that way. That podcast went crazy during that time because everybody needed outside connection. But it was a lifeline. And I think that, to me, feels kind of similar to where we're at right now. Is, obviously we're not in the same physical situations for the most part, but to have a lifeline, a community, we're being conscious of what's going on. We're not pretending this isn't out there at all. And also, what does I'm just going to say I'm not in support of most of what's going on in the world right now. And so I feel a responsibility to stand in resistance in some ways. And to me, being feral is resistance.
It is.
Having joy, having whimsy in the face of whatever the fuckery is resistance.
Absolutely.
It is standing in who I am, being unapologetically me, and letting my voice be heard, letting myself be present and take up space in this world. That is my resistance. And I have a lot of other forms of that, as do you, of how we are reacting and engaging with what's going on in the world. And this is part of that. This isn't ignoring it. It's not whitewashing it away. It's a lifeline. It is all of the things that I am who I am. It's allowing it to be present in the world and hoping that other people do the same thing.
Absolutely. And I think that lifeline, it is giving ourselves permission to be really messy one moment. And maybe that looks like tears and anger and frustration. And then the next moment, transitioning and picking up your kids and going and doing something fun or celebrating a birthday with your friend. It's like life is a lot, but life is also a lot. Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
That's the power of it. So I think it's giving ourselves permission to be where we need to be and being okay with the flow of it all. Because
Yeah.
what else can we do other
Right.
than go into the flow?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I think, we're not going to focus a lot. We're not, there may be times where we really feel like this is something that we need to engage in a conversation about this with something that's going on. That's not the primary purpose of this. We're certainly not going to ignore it. And we're always going to endeavor to do it with hope and with tools, if that's what we need, or whatever it is that the situation requires. I think just being aware of it, this is going to be a safe, wonderful, fun place that also sometimes has to dip into the serious. And maybe that's the state of the world, and maybe that's, if
Tax season.
oh,
Sorry.
I just had a full body trauma response.
Hold on.
Just breathe it out.
Exhale.
Outhale.
I'm done.
Okay, thank you. I think this, actually, we haven't really talked about who we are, like what our roles are in the world. You want to do that for a little bit?
Let's do that.
I like that.
And I think this is a condensed soup version of this, right? Like, we're going to dive into that a little
Campbell's
bit deeper.
condensed soup?
Campbell's condensed soup or Winco brand. But I tell you, I secretly don't like to shop at Winco. Keli shops there, and I don't because the lights bother me.
Ooh, it is. For those who are sensitive to the fluorescence, ooh, it's a big one.
And there's a lot of feral identity at
Feral folk.
Winco.
Yeah.
People are rocking whatever they want to rock.
Oh, yeah.
The
No fucks.
WWF sweatpants with some teddy bear
You
slippers.
just showed your age because WWF isn't a thing anymore. It's called WWE now. SmackDown. That's wrestling for those of you who don't know.
these
I don't know
things.
why
I don't
I
know
know
these
it.
things.
I truly don't. I got no judgment for some WWE
Okay.
pants and bunny slippers at Winco. Sometimes you got to rock what
They
you
were
got to
teddy
rock.
bear slippers.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No judgment there. And it's a feral situation. And they'll just run right over you. They don't care.
No.
They got to get
But
to
the prices are right.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's dive in. I digress.
Way to bring that back around.
Let's dive in a little bit to who we are. And I want to do this Q&A style.
Oh, okay.
Q&A. So I'll start.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about who you are outside of work?
Outside of work. I'm just a woman. I'm just a girl. What do the kids say? I'm literally just a girl.
Girly pop.
And I'm a girly pop. That's not true. I'm a mom. For years I tried to stop leading with I'm a wife and a mom because that was my only identity for the longest time. But I've kind of circled back to it's my favorite.
Oh, it's
My
kinda the
favorite
best.
role. Being a mom and being a wife is also up there on my favorite list. I have two kiddos who are 22 and 20, and they are just the best. They are absolutely. And we never talked about if we're going to swear on here, but I just need to say I can't do this without swearing.
I already swore.
Me too. But anyway, my children are fucking feral and always have been. And I love it. So they're my peeps. They're still both at home right now. And so that's fun. Sometimes it's not.
When they're yelling in the back while they're playing video games. And
yeah, and
you're
I'm trying to have
talk.
a conversation. And I'm like, it literally sounds like people are at war in my house because they are.
You're going to miss it when you're gone, when it's gone, though.
They say that. We'll see.
I miss it.
Oh, that's true. My oldest Ellie, she has lived on her own before, but then she came home to start her dreams, and that's so fun to have her while she does that. Anywho, they're also both neurodivergent as well, so I live in the world of neurodivergence, and all of us, all four of us, my husband, my kiddos, and I are our own special spicy neurodivergence. I was convinced there aren't people in the world actually who aren't neurodivergent, but apparently they're out there.
Yeah, I think we're still learning more about that. And I think, give it another 5 to 10 years or even less than that, and we'll be talking more about that in the mental health community. But I find the same way. I mean, there are different varying levels, but are there true neurotypical people? Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I love that too, that you have that perspective of having, neurodivergency in your family, but also a kiddo that's on the spectrum and being able to speak to that, because it's a huge asset. Because I know there's a lot of parents out there that have kiddos that are on the spectrum and are navigating different things. And you have been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan's 20. He is, for those of you who do know lots of things about the autism spectrum, he's level 2. So, he's verbal. So, he's not high needs. But he, at 20, he'll be at home for quite a while with us, if not forever. And that is, a tough thing that we had to come to grips with when we did. But now it's also a beautiful thing that he has. I think one of the questions on our list of possible interview questions was like, what's shaped you to being who you are? And Jim and I would both say that being his parents have totally changed the trajectory and the way that we show up in the world for all good, challenging 100%, but all good ways that his presence in our life has changed us and made us who we are, and it's so cool. So besides wife and mom, I'm also a woman who is really devoted to my community of women, and I love being a friend and being a girl's girl with my girls and figuring out what that means this side of like all the deep sister wounds and mother wounds that we carry. But what does it look like to create a girl gang?
Yeah.
With
intentional community.
Yes.
Women.
And that's not like just one, like this is my my 4-person group of friends, but in my community, a girl gang community where we are supporting and uplifting and being there for one another and just walking through the shit together.
Oh, and walking through the shit and talking all the hard shit out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah. So that's me outside of work. Those are my focuses. What about you?
So samesies, 2 kiddos, 20 and 22. I've got Jackson and Macy. I got one of each as well, which is kind of fun. Only our youngest, you have a boy, I have a girl, and our oldest are...
Yeah, they're flip-flopped.
Yeah, they're flip-flopped. And yeah, I'm married. It's interesting. I became a wife really early on. I got married at 19 to my kiddo's dad. And it's interesting, like, to think of being a wife for so long. I was married for 17 years, or 15 years, I'm sorry, and together 17 years. And then was finding myself single and being like, who am I? I'm not a wife anymore. I'm a mom. I've been a mom for a long time, since I was 22. But a wife, so I've got to really, sit with that and figure out what divorce was like for me and, what came up then. And it was a really hard time. But I'm really glad that I had that time in between to just kind of figure out who I was, because I didn't really get to do that. I got married so young and I just didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
But I did get remarried, and it's incredibly different and wonderful, and I enjoy that so much, my relationship with him. And I got to redefine and I'm sure you've done that in your relationship too, of redefine what that means to be in partnership. And yeah, I agree with you. I think my family is the best part of my life, and my family, but also my community of women. Yeah. Of having sisters, chosen sisters, because I have 2 brothers. I never got to have a sister. But yeah, it's been the best thing. They're the biggest and best work of my life, for sure. Yeah. So
I love it.
Macy still lives at home, and she is just kind of figuring out her life and doing her thing too. And an expert on Mormon wives, real wives. And Jack has moved out actually this last summer, and he is pursuing his dreams of being a park ranger in Washington State. And that has been incredible, but also really hard. I miss
Yeah.
them, and I miss their banter, and I miss their fighting, and yeah, but it's good. That's who I am, and I think too. I am a. I guess what I would also say that I am a creative outside of my work as well. I like to write and play music, and I love to sing and create art, and that looks very different depending on my mood. Like I have not done like art in a long time, like painting or something like that, but I love to be creative. So that's part of me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? I was going to ask you, do you want to talk about our other role, like our professions, but I don't want to yet. I want to know from you, what did you want to be when you grew up? I just pulled up, just so you know, I pulled up my phone because our list of questions is on there. That's what I'm doing.
First of all, do you need a sip of tea?
Yeah, my mouth is dry.
I feel like you haven't had enough tea.
Well, because it's
this
all the
is
way
where we're
over
Cynthia
there.
and Ariana.
Aww.
And I'm going to have some too. You guys can stop too and have a drink if you want.
Or a pee.
Or a pee. Or a drink.
A drink or a pee.
And for a pee. Okay, what did I want to be? So,
What did you want to be when you grew up?
a couple things. Okay. First one, an aerobics instructor. An aerobics instructor.
Obviously.
And I did. I ended up becoming a yoga teacher, and
I want you to be a jazzercise instructor.
oh, but I did for a little bit, not jazzercise. That almost killed me. They took me to jazzercise last year. It was fun, but I have chronic illness. That did not suit well.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. But I think I spent the last 10 minutes on the floor.
That's fine.
That's another story, another day. So I did teach TRX at one point.
Ooh.
And I did teach water aerobics at one point.
Okay.
So with the foam
You
weights,
succeeded.
I did do that. But other than that, my biggest dream, and every little girl that collected Lisa Frank stickers, was to be a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld, which I would never do now because SeaWorld sucks. Not going to keep... Dolphins should not be in captivity.
No.
What about you?
What did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted two things also, similar things. I wanted to be a teacher, and I wanted to be an office boss lady. It didn't matter.
Like, would you wear heels?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Okay.
In my fantasy, yeah. So what is really cool is my mom, I don't know why, I had this big metal desk in my bedroom. She probably it was in the junk pile at work or whatever, and she brought it home. This huge
industrial,
yes, desk, and all of these ledgers and different things.
Ooh.
I don't know. And
you got
I was
to play
probably
office.
8 or 9. Oh, I set that thing up. It was in the corner of my room, and I faced outward, and all of my stuffed animals were lined up, and I just played school. And
were you tasking out?
I don't know. My memories are foggy, but I clearly remember, I was the boss of it, and I would write things in that ledger, and I was the boss lady. I never became a teacher, so to speak, until recently. I'll lead some more spiritually minded workshops and classes now, and that definitely scratches that teacher itch for sure. And then an office boss lady. I was, I love administrative work so much. So much.
I love that it's like office boss lady.
Yeah. I don't know. That's little Keli was
so
that.
you do that because she does take on that role. She loves that.
I do. Organizing
you do.
the things.
That is, and you're good at it. And it works for us too, because I think sometimes we both kind of do that. We both have ideas, but it's so nice when you're like, okay, I need to get organized. And I'm like, yes, let's get organized. And that's helpful for me too.
Yes. Yeah, it organizes the squirrels.
Well, I will say you weren't missing much on the teacher end, and I was a teacher. My undergrad's in elementary education.
I feel like now's the perfect time to talk about this. Your resume is 27,000 pages long.
Oh my God. I used to work at Staples.
What?
Yeah.
This is new. This is new to me. And
there's going to be a lot that's new to you. I can tell you, I had so many jobs in college.
I'm jealous of your Staples
I have
job.
so
All the
many.
pens and
Oh, it smelled good.
notebooks.
Yeah, I don't it was a Christmas holiday help, I think. And I could have stayed there longer, but I get bored easily, and so I left. I do remember, all I remember is this one guy that worked there. I forget his name though, but I made a song up about him, and I would sing to him when he would walk by. It was so clean though. The counters were so like pristine, and I remember that really appealed to me. And the smell of office supplies, like you would have loved that.
Ugh, heaven.
And their break room had like, because they sell things in buckets there, like the big office size snacks.
Yes.
They would put that in the break room. You could have as many cheese puffs.
If I need to go get a 9-to-5er type job,
Staples.
I'm going to Staples.
Staples, yeah.
I feel like they'd hire me.
Now I'm upset that I can't remember the guy's name.
It'll come to you tonight in your dreams.
I know. And then I'll text you. I want to start the next question.
All right.
Oh, are you upset?
Yeah, I had a good one.
Okay, well,
It's fine.
I have to find the list. So if you want to, okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay.
I don't like how in the video. Can you edit the video so my hands aren't so big?
You have
Why am I
hands.
everywhere?
Okay. What is this came from one of our dear friends. When we were putting this together, we're like, help us with some questions to ask each
Yeah,
other.
what do you want to know about us?
What is something small and ordinary, or just whatever, that you are obsessed with right now?
Candy bowl.
Candy bowl. Talk about candy bowl.
You talk about candy bowl. It's yours, and I have adopted it.
Okay.
Mine's actually candy cup.
Candy cup. I have candy bowls. So my husband and I started this little thing, and I don't even really know how it got started, but we have these little dishes, almost like you would think you would serve salsa in.
Like a tasting cup.
Yeah,
It's
little tasting cup. I think I started it. I did, because Josh likes to grab the bags and bring them over to the couch when we watch our Outlander at night.
Nerds cluster.
Nerds clusters, which have gluten, but you guys,
Whatever.
I am not celiac. I did it for like months without gluten because I have food sensitivities and chronic pain and all the things. So I'm working on that. But those clusters.
God.
Chef's
God's
kiss.
gift. God's gift.
So I was like, I'm gonna get a little cup of it because I don't like whether it's chips or whatever. I like to pour it in a bowl and eat it that way. I'm not someone who's gonna sit on the couch with a bag. No judgment. Do you do that?
It depends. I mean, now that candy cup is part of my life, I feel like it helps me with portion control. Because I just want to get in there and eat it all, and then the bag's gone.
I just like.
Because I'm not mindful
I
about my
just
treats.
like the little bowl.
But
like
it's
For me, it's
wonderful.
just like, and I put a variety. Right now, it is almond M&Ms, gummy, or what are they called? Nerds clusters, the berry ones, and 2 gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, and one of those Trader Joe's Reese's cups.
Oh, those little baby guys.
Oh, the dark chocolate ones. What are you putting in your candy cup?
Nerds clusters. A piece of saltwater taffy. But it actually 2 because
It's okay, yeah.
I have OCD and I have to eat things in 2s.
Okay, makes sense.
Interesting, right? What else? My chocolate right now is like a Trader Joe's, the Junior Mints. Like, their little cream, mint
Those are
cream
really
filled.
good.
Oh, so
If you haven't
good.
tried them, get them.
So good. That's pretty much it. Anything like Nerds clusters is I don't really care about anything else.
That's how I feel. And actually, I heard a psychiatrist talking. I don't know the legitimacy of this. I have not researched, so don't say, I heard a licensed therapist say this on a podcast, because I don't know if it's true. But what I heard was that they are comparable, not that they are the same, to actually something like an Ativan, because when having anxiety, obviously not the same, but the amount of crunch and texture, chewy,
Yes.
also sweet and sour, helps to move the brain out of that more like fight or flight state that we kind of get into. And it's kind of like tricking the brain to focus more on that than it is the current anxieties or stressors that you're feeling somatically, which
This
I
makes
think is fascinating.
Absolute sense.
Right?
Yes.
And it's a dopamine hit because it tastes amazing.
And anytime sugar enters my system says happy. Yes.
So if Nerds Clusters wants to throw us a sponsorship.
Okay, we have really unintentionally brought in Campbell's soup.
Campbell's soup.
Brene Brown.
Brene Brown. The just like an owl, lady.
Yeah,
night
that
owl.
lady, the night owl underwear lady.
Yeah.
We can quit our jobs today for all these sponsorships. Just send us some
it in.
money.
Send it in. We're ready.
Not one of our goals, but that's okay.
I love it. Yeah, we're not looking for sponsorships or anything.
I'm not saying no.
I mean, no, but like, I do want the owl underwear.
I feel like she'd say yes.
I think she would too. I've got to find her name because I can't. If you guys know her name, like you'll comment it.
And
I'll find her because I follow her.
Whenever you do your magic voodoo that you do.
I like her.
Okay, what's your current Okay, candy bowl is for both of us.
It's for both of us.
We both get another answer if you want.
I do. I am obsessed. So I am a texture person. My own breed of neurodivergency loves playing with toys.
You're whimsical.
I'm whimsical, and I it's kind of known in my family that like stress toys are a good gift to get me because I, for the longest time, have done virtual telehealth therapy. I'm licensed in both Oregon and Washington State. Moved here a couple of years ago, took all of my Oregon clients with me, and have kept most of them because they're amazing, and I love working with Oregon folks too. But because of that, I'm on my computer a lot, and my hands get bored. And even when I'm sitting in sessions, I have a tea bag that I'm playing, like the string or a pen or something. I'm a fidgeter. But I am sort of obsessed. What's bringing me so much joy right now is oh my gosh, the different putties. What's it called? Oh no, I'm bringing in another brand. The
Space Putty? No.
Yeah, is it like Crazy Dave's or
yes, yeah, something
like that. But my husband got me one. It's a strawberry shortcake scented putty, and it's got like little dots of pink and white in it, and I crunch it in my hands. I don't like the slime because that's too messy for me, but this is like something that stays together.
Yeah.
But I love it, and it brings my hands joy, and it smells good. I don't know. Like, I've got no shame.
Full sensory experience.
It is. I love that. And I'm giving myself full permission to buy all the things like that within reason that bring me joy.
I love it.
So what's your other thing?
My other thing is, well, this is going to surprise you. It's a TV show. It's a new pop culture. Amanda's great on the pop culture. I'm not great.
You're working on it.
I'm working on it. It's called Ponies.
Ooh.
I'm obsessed. It is two gals. It's set in like the 70s or 80s, like late 70s, early 80s. Their husbands were in the CIA in Russia, and they were like, and this is, I think this is based on something, some form of reality. I think it's on HBO Max or Apple. Don't ask me for things.
You can find it.
Whatever. Just Google PONI, Ponies.
Oh, okay.
PONIS. It stands for person of non-interest instead of person of interest. Anyway, these two ladies are in Russia with their CIA husbands. Their husbands get killed, and somehow they become part of the CIA as persons, like the first women spies in Russia.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's all within the first 10 minutes of the first episode. I've given nothing away. So proud of myself. Obsessed.
So new obsession.
Obsessed with these women. I want to be an 80s Russian CIA spy.
I mean, there's probably ways for you to be a spy these days.
Can you do a past life regression so we can see if I was this?
We
because
can.
I feel like
we can. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
That's
another
other life.
Another thing that I do.
If you want to explore your past lives, I know a lady.
I could sponsor us, and we could do a shameless plug.
Let's sponsor ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my obsession.
Should we just do a couple more questions?
A couple more?
Yeah.
Like,
your turn.
It feels like we've been talking for so long, but it hasn't really been that long.
Let's do 2 more questions,
Okay.
and then we'll give our listeners a break and leave them hungry for more.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I lost.
Which ones?
Why I was so
We have 2
sad
lists,
about.
by the way. One of them is very grounded, I think, for the most part. And then one's should we do a feral question? Should we pull one from the feral list?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I can't see.
You can put your glasses on. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I forgot I had them there. Oh, I got the dry eyes too, so. Okay. Okay, I want to ask you this one.
Okay.
Okay. If you could Freaky Friday, and I wrote this for Keli because Kelly's not the best with pop culture references, but I think she knows this one.
I know Freaky Friday.
Okay, if you could Freaky Friday, I put swap places. I know you movie references are hard sometimes, winky face. With someone for a day, who would it be and why?
I haven't given this any thought, so I'm so on the spot.
I love it. Freaky
And
Friday.
my note back to you, we have a shared notes where we put our questions, and I said, "You cute little brat," as a response
Yeah.
to you explaining what Freaky Friday was, and I feel like people should know that. Anyway, if I could Freaky Friday with anyone, like literally anyone.
Living, dead.
I hate these questions more
Go.
than anything.
Part of
Stevie
being
Nicks.
that was so hard for you.
It just came to me, and my whole body said yes to that.
Why Stevie Nicks?
I think she's.
Why not?
I mean, aside from the cocaine, which fine.
I don't think she's doing that.
Not anymore.
No.
But she had some years there.
Yeah.
Her best years, probably.
Probably.
Aside from that, like, just she embodies Feral to me. And like, she was just so, she stood in the face of like all of these men who were telling her how she needed to show up. She was supposed to be like the backup singer, you know,
Yeah.
like that was her. And she just fucking took over the show. And she's just spiritual and no fucks. And like, she's old as shit. And she's still just like out there
She's amazing.
doing her thing. And she's just, she just exudes like free to me.
She does.
And I like, goal in life is to just feel free.
These Stevie Nicks. There's a Stevie Nicks Barbie. Did you see that? They just came out with
Yes,
one. I
yes.
kind of want it.
Yeah.
She's incredible. I saw her, Macy and I, my daughter and I saw her 2 times, was it in 21, I want to say? 2 times in a year. We saw her at the Gorge.
Same.
Yeah.
You know, Ellie and I were there.
Oh, that's
we
right.
missed each other.
We missed it because we didn't know each other. I was living in Portland at the time. And,
And I was in Seattle.
and gosh, like two ships passing in the, we probably walked past each other.
You might have sat next to each. Were you in the?
I was way up on the hill.
Oh, we were. We
Because
got
the parking.
seats.
Oh, the parking was shit when I went. We got.
Oh, it's
it
always
was
shit.
No, but like it was the worst it's ever been. Like we missed an hour of the show.
Oh.
Yeah, which was the opener mostly, but still,
Yeah.
I don't even know who opened. But so then we decided to go see her again when she came to the Portland area, and it was we redeemed it. But it was she's incredible, and she had hurt her ankle, if I remember right.
Yes,
Maybe, yeah. So she was
yes.
kind of like wearing some different shoes than she normally would, or she was limping, and I was like, She did say that she might be writing a tell-all memoir, which could you imagine?
No. Have you seen the Amazon Prime
show, Daisy Jones and the
Daisy
Six?
Jones. It's not officially about her,
but
but
loosely.
she said like it meant so much to her. Like
Yeah.
it brought back so much.
And did you know that the woman who played it, I'm blanking her name right now, who played Daisy Jones, do you know that is Elvis's granddaughter?
Oh, that's crazy. I think I did know that, but I forgot.
And then you can kind of see it. Like,
Yeah.
is it, what was her mom? God, Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Yeah.
Priscilla Presley.
Wait, that was his wife. No. Who was married to Elvis, or who was married to Michael Jackson?
Don't know.
Oh, shit. It's Priscilla was his wife.
Elvis's
Wife, and their daughter was...
wife. No idea.
Oh my gosh. So let's normalize for a minute peripauses or menopauses, which is when your brain just goes,
Yeah.
which happens and it will happen here. And that's part of our being feral.
Yeah.
And then it's going to come back. I'll be laying there in my bed and go,
She'll text you at 10:30 and
I will. If you want to be on the list, just let me know.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the group text?
What is her name? The thing is you guys are yelling this right now. Some of you are.
It's 3:33. I just want you to know it's 3:33.
Should we make a wish? Let's hold hands.
Are you Ariana or Cynthia?
I don't know. I think we flip-flop.
We do flip-flop. Okay.
World peace. And so it is.
And so it is. What were we talking about?
Damn it, I can't remember her name.
Priscilla's daughter.
Tell me to let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Okay, is it my turn to ask a question?
Wait, wasn't I
Are we in
supposed to-
middle question?
I get to
I
be
can't
freak- You have to
remember.
ask me Freaky Friday.
Who are you Freaky Friday?
Oh, please do more of that.
Okay.
So I was a dog in my past life is what I'm deciding. That's not actually legit, but I'm like,
You just need all the pets.
I do. Okay. I haven't thought about this either. I wrote the question, but I have not thought of it.
Silly.
Okay, to be honest, it would be cool to be someone cool and famous and all the things. I think I'd want to be my husband.
What?
Yeah.
So you can just be taken care of and loved and nurtured in the special way that you do that?
I would want to be.
I'm not saying he's not wonderful. Like,
He's very nurturing. That man massages my neck anytime I ask.
he's a saint.
He is a saint. But no,
He's not actually.
I choose him because when your lipstick gets dry in your lips. Okay, sorry. I would want to know, I could be any man, but I'm choosing to be Josh because I want to know what it's like to stand up and pee. I have done that once. That's another story. But I would want to know what it's like to be in a man body.
Oh.
And
are you trying to say you want to know what it's like to have a penis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I would want to know what it's like to have a penis. And maybe I would want to know also partially how his brain works. Because sometimes I'm like, I do not understand you. And I would want to know. So I would Freaky Friday with Josh.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's loving and like, I don't know. Whatever. Profound. There you go.
One more question?
One more question. I was so excited to ask that other question and I lost
On
it.
the funny list?
No, not on the funny list. I saw one earlier that I was like, ooh, I'm going to ask this. And then I'm reading all of these and none of them
You
are
can
it.
also think of one on your own if you want to. Go rogue.
Ooh. I do like to go rogue, but right now I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask... You'll have to edit out all of this silence.
There's nothing wrong with silence. We should be comfortable with silence.
I'm very comfortable.
I am too. I really like it, actually.
We have touched on so many of these questions unintentionally. It's crazy.
So do you want to ask me if I like Jell-O?
No,
Oh.
I don't like that one. Do you like Jell-O?
No, I think Jell-O's weird. That's why I put it there, is because I don't know. Especially those Jell-O molds. Those are weird.
That is weird. Okay, I can't even remember the last time I've eaten Jell-O, but now we're going to have to do it because I need to, excuse me, this is my question. I gotta,
You had something walk over your grave, as my mother would say.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a crow?
Maybe they're my favorite.
Mm.
I just totally interrupted your question so that I could answer.
It was
you don't like
big
Jell-O.
question.
Do you remember as a kid when you would eat it and you swish it around in your mouth and turn it back
Yes.
to liquid? I want to experience that again.
I did like that.
Let's do that.
What color of Jell-O were we
Red.
making?
It's red always.
I was feeling either green or purple. Grape, lime. My mom used to make a drink out of it.
Mm-hmm. When you were sick, if you had a sore throat.
She put it in a baby bottle up until I was about 12 years old. But yes,
That Southern Belle, her.
she wanted us to stay children.
She's
Oh
sweet.
my gosh, bless her heart.
She's sweet.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. So yeah, we
Jell-O.
can do that. We can always bring the Jell-O into the podcast and invite others to take the
I will swish it
Certifiably
around.
Feral Jell-O challenge.
You will hear all the mouth noises. Oh my God. I don't listen to podcasts anymore, hardly ever. But I was doing R&D for this, and so I was listening to a lot of women's podcasts. And this lady, it was around Christmas
Was she
time.
swishing
She was eating a fucking candy cane
on the
on the thing, and she's talking about it. She's like, "Sorry for all the people who can't handle mouth noises," and I'm like, "Just push pause." Like, please, can you please stop? Because she's chewing and she's like, "Oh, it's really in my teeth," and she's like,
Like it's gummy and sticking to her and crunchy.
I want to find her right now
Coochie kick?
and coochie kick her and maybe grab her by the throat.
Yeah. So that is a side of Kelly that I want to introduce.
She's feral.
She's feral. Coochie kick is something that might come up. And it could be, coochie kick is for men or women. It is just when someone does something that you're just like, no.
Coochie kick.
It's just like, nope, coochie kick. And you're not going to actually coochie kick or whatever.
You don't know me. I might.
I mean, I haven't seen it with my own eyes yet. But this could happen. Should I start wearing a cup?
Maybe.
With my night owl underwear?
Can you imagine what a cup for women would look like? Like a chastity belt, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, it would be...
An iron girdle?
Yeah, let's not bring those back because I think those existed at some point.
People are like, all right, I'm tuning out.
Should we take a stretch break? Okay, everybody at home, wherever you're at, raise your arms. This is the yoga teacher coming out. Take a deep breath in.
I'm going to have on a black shirt because
Big sigh out.
Pit sweat.
Deep breath in. Big sigh out. Sure, unsure. So, with that,
Wow, we've done a lot.
we've done a lot. I think it's a good time to wrap up.
Obviously.
We hope, I mean, I'm speaking for you, but we hope that you've had fun with us today. Because if you haven't, I mean, maybe you're not quite certifiable yet. And that's okay.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
For those of you who are not watching, I was just sitting here with the biggest deer in the headlight eyes possible as you were talking because I'm imagining people, if they're not having fun with us today,
I know.
how are they feeling?
That's okay. It's okay if you're not. We're not everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay.
And that's what makes us feral.
That's what makes us feral. Oh, yeah. Hers is a little.
It's a little, it's not unsure, but it's like,
It's a little Gucci kick.
it's a coochie kick. It's like, meow. I'm going to save my most feral roars for when
I love
they're
it.
like,
I love
really
it.
there. Okay.
Have you had fun today?
Yeah.
So have I.
It's, we're going to get there. I feel like we have potential.
I think so. I mean,
Would I give us an A+ today?
but is that what this is about?
I'd give us an A+ for fucking showing up.
Exactly. And that's what it's about.
It is.
A little unhinged.
Do I have a line?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's free flow. Let's try again. A little unhinged.
I don't perform this way.
Okay. This is improv.
I'm not doing improv.
And a 1. And a 2. A little unhinged.
Oh, I don't know another word.
A little messy.
Oh, that is my word.
It is.
Let's try again.
A little unhinged.
A little messy.
And a whole lot of feral fun.
We just made that up.
Thank you for joining us.
Mwah.